Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. The epic battle should begin in just a couple of minutes here. It's gonna last for 12 hours, and I plan to stream the entire battle. We have 0x000 here, who is unnamed. They're kind of anonymous. And then on the right side here, we have Neurons. Or I think I'm pronouncing it right. Neurons, I don't know. But the battlefield here is this dead space, this purple space. And they have some rules of engagement. Before the start of the war, both players gifted their planets in the middle of the battlefield to me. I'm not going to use them, but I'm just kind of like a neutral party. The planets in the middle are defined by certain coordinates, which have already been determined, and those coordinates are, in this kind of region of space, this square in the middle. They are allowed to use artifacts, although the artifacts that they use must be located on space-time rips that they own, and or withdrawn on those space-time rips before the round starts. Let's see here. Each planet that a player conquers during this battle that wasn't originally part of their empire at the start will yield a certain score. And they're scoring these based off of planet level. So level 3 planets are worth 100 points, level 4 planets are worth 200 points, and level 5 planets are worth 500 points. Anything above 5 still seems to be worth 500 points. It doesn't matter if it's an asteroid field, a planet, a quasar, a foundry, anything. It doesn't matter. There's no differentiating. And then the player who has accumulated the most points wins at the end of this 12 hours. So this means that a player can capture, my neutral planets here in the center and get points, and they can also capture other people's planets, or the other players' planets. And whoever has the most at the end wins. It'll be interesting to see if this is even remotely close to even. Like, will we need to actually go to the scorecards, or will it be obvious when we look at the map and see who's won? So yeah, only planets within the designated dead space are usable during the war. So that means that they can only use planets in the dead space, and so they can't. I don't think they can use these outsider planets as well. I'm not really sure, 100% sure, but I think that's how it works. And then they can only use level 3 plus planets, so there's not going to be any level 1 or level 2 crawling here, which is fine. The level 8 planet must start with at most 1/2 energy. So this is the level 8. I'm pretty sure this is the 8 they're referring to. There's no other level 8s. Well, there's a space-time rip here. I'm pretty sure this is the one they're referring to. It's about halfway. That's probably fine. Okay, so they can only use... They cannot use bloom filters and black domains. Those kind of are... those create some interesting kind of implications that I think they're probably trying to avoid, which totally makes sense. They're only allowed to have one legendary artifact in play at a single time, and they can use 10 other booster artifacts. For utility artifacts, they can only use epic grade quality. So they can't use, common level photoid cannons, which seems like a fair play. And it looks like we're off to the races. Neron's already making some moves here. Neron's making a couple small moves. What is Neron's up to? So Neron's is aiming to capture this neutral level 4 planet in the center of the field right now, So it looks like he's going for some of the smaller planets first, some of these level 4 planets first. These are going to take, so 1500 seconds, that's, let's see, that's like 25 minutes or so. And then this one at 1800 seconds, that's about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think my math is correct there. So he's already making some moves. Triple X, or Triple Zero, is nowhere to be seen yet, but I imagine he'll kick it into gear pretty soon here. So what is Neron's doing with this space-time rip? He's sending a spaceship from a space-time rip to, it looks like this foundry perhaps? And what's interesting is he has a wormhole activated between this space-time rip and this planet, so any voyages are greatly reduced because this is an epic wormhole. So this epic wormhole, it shrinks the distance between these two connected planets by a factor of 8. So without the wormhole, this would travel essentially 8 times slower, which if this is 10 minutes, then that would be 80 minutes. I don't know if the math is 100% correct on like the distance shrinkage and whatnot, but 10 minutes to get from here to here is absolutely insane. Wow, Neron's is wasting no time making a bunch of small moves. Triple Zero is okay. Triple Zero is active now. We're starting to see some activity from Triple Zero. So Neron's is not going towards any specific direction. He's just going full frontal assault here on these neutral planets, aka my planets, but they're, you know, for all intents and purposes, they're neutral. And then Triple Zero is starting to catch up here, making some moves of his own, going for a couple of the neutral level 4s down here in the south. Well, we have a battle, folks. Off to the races. Yeah, it's corn versus pickle, apparently. All of these planets have corn, and all of these planets have pickles. Neron's universe, everything is on the cob, so quite dangerous. All right, Neron's already doing some classic, full frontal assault, and then taking the energy from his little orbiting planets to refill his main planets. Very classic tactic, kind of like the Death Star tactic, where you just charge up your planet with everything else. Neron's wasting no time, wasting no energy. Full frontal assault. It's a little bit concerning. I know Neron's is typically bloodthirsty. So Sticksman, to answer your question, how long do these guys have for preparation? This was almost actually prepared since the very beginning of this round, like 2 weeks ago. Originally, Neron's and I were planning to battle ourselves. And Neron's scouted like at the very beginning of the round for a good battlefield, and he ended up finding this place. And I bowed out. I don't really have the energy to actually do these kinds of fights. So I said, hey, I'll stream it still. I'll cast it, and find another good battler. And so they've been like, hardcore preparing for a couple of days, but this has been a planned out type of thing since the beginning of the round. I'm concerned for Triple Zero though, because Neron's is one of the most he brawls the most, I would say. He likes to fight. He looks for a fight. When there's whispers of a fight in Discord, I'll be like, fight? Is there a fight? So he's wanted to do this battle the most because he wants to, get that energy out. And so that's why I'm concerned for Triple Zero. I don't know much about Triple Zero. I don't know what kind of fighter they are. I don't know how aggressive they are. So this will be interesting. Although I will say, Um, where did 0.0 end up on the leaderboard? So 0.0 ended up on the leaderboard at rank 7. So that's very, very noteworthy. And Neron's in this round is somewhere down here, but he wasn't very competitive this round. Neron's got top 2, I think, last round. So we've got two formidable players here. They know what they're doing. They know how to play. Not sure if any plugins are being used here, but yeah, we've got two good opponents here. This will probably be better than the McGregor fight last night. I mean, it already is. Let's be honest. Wow, look at all these moves. Oh, so it looks like this planet is going to be the first contentious planet because 0.0 and Nerons are both sending fleets to this one planet in the center here. And so, okay, this planet has 124,000 energy. And it's got a defense of 45. So to capture that, you need about half of 124. So that's, what, 62? So 0.0 is sending 133,000, more than enough to capture it, and it's gonna land in 8,600 seconds. Let me open a calculator. 8,600 seconds divided by 60. That's 143 minutes. That's 2.5 hours. So this attack will definitely capture this planet in 2.5 hours. However, Nerons is sending 98k, which is also more than enough to capture it, and that's going to arrive in 13,000 seconds. So 13,000 seconds divided by 60, that's 216 minutes. That's 3.6 hours. So about a little over hour and a half after 0.0's voyage arrives to this planet, Nerons will just swoop it right back up. What 0.0 could do to deter from that is to send a planetary shield along with this voyage and then activate it. However, he didn't send one, because if a voyage was sent and captured this and gave it full energy, then activated a planetary shield, that I think would give it 2x its defense. So it'd be about 90, we'll just say 100, and then that would mean that Neron's attack would not be sufficient to capture it. But we don't see any planetary shield on the way there. So unless see what 0.0 is going to have to do is time it and make sure to either reinforce this planet. Actually, no. He's going to have to just try and capture it back from Nerons after this 13,000 seconds happens. Because Nerons will, for sure, get this planet in 13,000 seconds. And that's going to essentially nullify this fleet from 0x 0.0. Wow, we're seeing a lot of action. I wonder what the strategy here. I wonder what strategy these guys are employing. Like, are they doing anything intentionally, specifically? Are they just kind of, just going balls to the wall? Are they like what? It looks like this level 8 is under attack by oh my goodness, it is. Okay, hold on a second. So this level 8 has 1.4 million energy right now. That's its current amount. But it has 30 defense. So you only need about a third to capture that. Which means that you could capture this with like 500k energy. And Neron sent 676,000 energy to capture this level 8. However, it's not going to arrive for hours. That's 15,000 seconds. That's over 4 hours. Holy smokes. we've been live for almost 10 hours, and you know, this battle was planned to run for 12 hours, but it turns out that we've had an early surrender from 0.0. So, see, look at this. We have the white flag raised. Even though 0.0 still has this planet, he's raised the white flag and has conceded in this nearly 10-hour war, 9.5-hour war. As he says it himself, we will show this. This is 0.0. This is his Twitter. He says, "The inevitable purple tide of neurons has washed over me. GG." So neurons did not get all the planets, but 0.0 has conceded he doesn't see a victory in sight, and has decided to concede a couple hours early. So you can see here, neurons is literally, as 0.0 says, the inevitable wave. Because look at this. Neurons started out like on the right side, and all this stuff was neutral. So Neurons has slowly but surely moved his way into all this central territory. Just a wave of purple. Absolutely ridiculous.